Hello everybody, today we're going to be solving the derivative of the Lambert W function. Let's get right into it. Alright, for those who don't know, the Lambert W function is defined as such. If I have x times e to the x, specifically these two must be the exact same, and I take the w of it, on just like this returns me only x. So this makes it super helpful for a variety of reasons. So for example, if I had 4x times e to the 4x, because these are the exact same, I can take w on this, and this will just give me 4x, just like that. Okay, given this new knowledge, I'm going to put this on our left side here, and then we're going to solve it. By the way, I'm going to be doing a video on the Lambert W function once we hit 1,000 subscribers. I will be doing it on all parts of the Lambert W, everything about it, branches, complex parts of it, how it's used, everything about it. But yeah, we have to hit 1,000 subs, so I'm going to be solving today's problem. Now, given this knowledge and how the properties of the Lambert W function work, we know that this holds true. W of x times e to the w of x is just equal to x. That's how it returns, because we just defined that's what w of x means. W of x satisfies this condition that if it's plugged in for multiplying by e to the w of x and it's used in the exponent, it'll return us x. So given this equation, we can differentiate. We can just differentiate the entire thing to solve for w prime of x. So let's do so. Let's differentiate on the left-hand side. We can use our product rule. I'll write d dx, so we're differentiating d dx. Now, what is d dx of this massive thing? Product rule. The way of doing that is that we take the derivative of the first thing. We have w prime of x, and then leave the second thing b, just like that. Then we add. We want to leave this thing the same as it was, w of x. Derivative of this. Derivative of e to the anything is just e to that something, and then chain rule, multiply the derivative of this, w prime of x, and then what do we get on our right-hand side? This is equal to 1. If you didn't catch that, you can pause or rewind in the video, but essentially it's just product rule, simple enough. It's derivative of fg equals f prime g plus g prime f, just like that. So that's how we can expand that out. Now we're going to be grouping our terms. So if you look here, w prime is here, w prime is here. Let's factor that w prime out. W prime of x multiplied by e to the w of x, just right here, plus w of x times e to the w of x, just like this. Just copy this term right here, equals 1, where just this distributive property, simple. Then we solve for w prime of x because we have it factored out right here. W prime of x is equal to 1 over e to the w of x plus w of x times e to the w of x. Are we done? No. If you look, we defined how w of x works via the equation that we started with. W of x times e to the w of x is equal to x. And what do we have here? We have w of x times e to the w of x. So we can just plug in x for that in the denominator. That means, ladies and gentlemen, w prime of x is equal to 1 over e to the w of x plus x right here. And you can keep going. What is e to the w of x? I'm not just doing this for the sake of it. You can do this just for simplification purposes. But we know that w of x times e to the w of x is equal to x. And we only have e to the w of x here, e to the w of x. So solve for e to the w of x. E to the w of x is equal to x over w of x because we divide by this w of x right here. That means we can substitute this for wherever we see e to the w of x, which means we can substitute right here. And ladies and gentlemen, that means w prime of x is equal to 1 over what are we substituting for e to the w of x? Or this thing, x over w of x and plus x, because we just brought that down and copied it right over. Now we could just simplify and multiply this entire thing by w of x to remove that weird thing in the denominator. And ladies and gentlemen, that gives us that w prime of x is equal to w of x all over x plus xw of x. That gives us our answer. W prime of x is equal to w of x all over x plus x times w of x. Very nice, clean, and elegant because it uses w of x in its own solution, and it only has x involved, and it's a nice, clean fraction. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if I made any mistake somewhere in the process or if anything. Any questions, put them in the comments. Thank you guys. You're the best. See ya.